What's up, my peoples? Go here, the freaking geek himself, and it's time to just transform Cang Toys at Kinglion. So without further ado, let's just transform it. Now to begin, we want to remove some parts. This isn't necessary, you don't have to do it, but it just makes life a lot easier if you do. So you want to remove these shoulder pieces, pop those off, just put them off to the side. Just raise it up, pop it off, put it off to the side. These bits here behind his head also, you want to just pull these out and just put those off to the side. They just peg in right here. So just pull that off, put that off to the side. Again, this will make your life a lot easier. The cannons also you want to remove. Just raise that up, slide that up. Again, just put that off to the side. Again, it will make life a lot easier for you. So bring that up, slide that up, put that off to the side. Then we have what's left, and now we can get going. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to bring the arm up. You're going to open up this section here, just untab the paw, just rotate all of this up and around, like so. Close this up. You have this panel here that will swing back and just tab in right there. And you just bring the paw up. Make sure all of that is closed up real nice. And there you go. You got that one all done. Same thing on the other side. Just raise that up. Open that. Untab. And just swing all of this around. Like so. Close that up. Take this section here. Bring that back, bring the paw up, and there you have that all done. So now, what we need to do is we need to come down here, rotate the waist, 180, just make sure everything clears, rotate the waist 180, like so. And now we are going to work on the legs. So, what we're going to do here is you want to take these sections here and you want to slide them up like so, and then there's a tab that's going to tab into a slot right here in the thigh, so just tab that in like that. Once you have done that, you want to bring all these up. Again, it'll make life a little easier for you. You want to rotate the thigh around, so just kind of bring that up, rotate that back, just bring that down, and that just widens out the hips, as you can see there. So once you've done that, you're going to then rotate the thigh, like so. Then you're going to bring the leg down at this hinge, at the knee hinge basically. Just bring that down a couple clicks. You then want to rotate this section here, and just bring all that down. Bend this down here, like that. And just get everything sitting roundabouts, like so. And that's how you want that looking there. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side. So again, you can bring these things up, get things out of your way. We'll do a little rotation move now. Bring that around, rotate that around, like so. Again, take this and just slice it up, like so. Tab that knee pad into the thigh, and rotate this around, bend the knee down to about 45 degrees, then just angle this up, bring this down, and just get everything sitting roundabouts like so. And just rotate that thigh around. Just get everything situated there. And there you have that looking like that. So now you want to take this whole backpack section here, just untab it, raise it up, rotate it around. At this bottom hinge, you may need to rotate the waist, just so you have the clearance there to bring that around, and you can straighten that waist back out. And then bring it down. There's a tab that will go into the slot right here. That'll just drop right down. You want to take the tail. This will rotate 180. And you have this big tab right here, which will go into this slot right there. So just swing that down and under, and that will tab in right there, like so. And there is the tail section sitting in place. And last thing we need to do is the whole head assembly here. So you're just going to take his head, bring it back like so. Take this, bring this up. You want to flip out this panel, bring all of this up on this hinge as well. Use all those hinges, and this tab will end up going right here on the top of his head. Just bring that up and over. And also you might want to bring these bits inward here to angle them back, get them out of the way. Bring that up and just tab that in to the top of his head. Like so. Again, just make sure you get these things out of your way. Like that. And once you've done that, you have these gold sections here, which are going to come in and just tab into the sides of the neck. Like so. Just press them in. And they should just tab right in. Like that. And that's how you want that looking in there. And we're pretty much done. Now we're just going to just reattach all of this stuff here. So again, just rock these back so you can tab cannons back in. Bring that back up. And slide the cannons back on. Bring that back up. You can just kind of angle these how you wish. Take these shoulder pieces here, bring this port back down, and just plug that back in, like so. You want to rotate it, and it's on double hinge, so you want to shift this forward, so it's sitting right about there. Again, you can angle things how you want, just have that situated however you want. Same thing on the other side. Bring that down, just want to have some clearance. And just plug that in and shift it forward like that. And then you have these two that are just going to plug in behind his head. Of course, you're pushing on things that are on a hinge that are also on a hinge. There we go. Plug that in and plug that in on the other side. There we go. And there you go. There you have Kinglion in his beast mode. And now to get him into combine mode again. Just remove all these parts, makes life easier. Again, totally optional, but again, make your life easier. Move all that, move these. Again, move these cannons here, just slide them off. Just rotate that back, and you can just slide that right off. There we go. So now that we have all that done, we can now begin the transformation into combine mode. So what we're going to do here is we are going to undo all of this back here, just bring this up like so, and then just grab the two halves here and extend the body, just like that. You then want to rotate the waist, 180, like so, and then we can take the crotch piece here, untab it, rotate it, bring it up, and that will tab in right there like that. You can take this red chest piece, untab this, rotate it 180, bring it down, and that'll just swoop into place right there like so. come back here. You can rotate all this up just to get it out of your way. And what's going to happen here is you have these gold panels that are come up. You got a tab slot connection right there. So just tab it in to either side like so. And that should just plug in. This side likes to fight. There we go. That would just snap in right there like that. We can rotate this back down for now because we need that out of our way. So what we're going to do now is we're going to come up here and we are going to rotate the arm here at the bicep. You want to take this panel here, just collapse that back up, and then you want to take the paw here, bring it out, and rotate it around so it's sitting like that. You don't want to pop it off. Rotate it so it's sitting just like that. Undo that, then bring the arm back. The whole shoulder assembly will come out and tab in down here like so. Just make sure that's sitting straight like that, and you just want to leave that as is for now. Same thing on the other side. Just rotate this, take this, collapse this back down like so. Then just take the paw, rotate it back around like that. Rotate this back, untab, and then tab it in down here like so. Again, just make sure you have that sitting straight like that. And we got that going on. So now we need to, again, just kind of move things out of our way. Let's undo the neck pieces here. These side gold neck pieces, just untab that so you can untab this and bring all this back down. You can just drop that back down onto the chest like so. Just kind of rotate these up. Just have them sitting there. And bring up the head. You're now going to open up this back panel here. And slide this back. All this is on a slider, so slide it back. There we go. Just bring that up. And just rotate. Make sure the head is straight. Then just rotate all this around. Swing this forward and then bring that up. That will tab in right there. Rotate the head around, and there you go. So now that we have done that, now we can take all of this, rotate it back up, rotate it back up. Oops, I'm going to rotate the entire assembly up, not just this. Rotate all this back up, like that, and all that will just tab in right there, like so. So get all that situated again. And what's going to happen here is you're going to take these sections, they're going to swing down. There's a tab that will just drop into this slot right here. So just make sure everything is out of the way. Rotate this around and swing this down. And that will sit there just like that. And then you want to swing back this little locking piece right here. Just rotate that back. And that should just sit right there. I don't have that sitting all the way forward. There we go. There we go. I want to make sure that's fully locked in. There we go. And then that will just slide back. And that's how you want that looking right there, like so. And once you've done that, you're going to just take the arm. You want to bend it at this joint here. Rotate it up, and this tab will go into this slot right here in the paw. So just rotate that up, line that up, and that should just drop right in, like so. Then you can take this gold piece, just bring that down, and you're done with that side. So, same thing on the other side again. Make sure all this is just pushed in as far as it'll go. Make sure that's out of the way, and make sure everything's out of the way. And swing that around, and that will come down and sit right there, like so. Again, just take this piece, swing it back to lock it into place. Just make sure you got everything sitting where it's supposed to, and that should just swing right back. Like that. Again, that's how you want that looking in there. Bring that gold piece down. You're good to go. Again, just bend the arm at this joint here. Line up that tab and slot with the paw, and that will plug in right there, like so. And you have that all situated there. So now what we're going to do, we're going to just bring this section up. You have a post right here that'll go into this port right here, the upper one. I'll just plug in right there. And you just kind of want to bring the tail up for now and leave that out of your way. So now that we have done that, now we can work on legs. So what we're going to do now, first we need to rotate the legs back to their original position. So just bring it up and rotate it around like that, and then rotate the thigh back around. So again, just bring that around, bring it down, rotate that thigh back around. There we go. So now we can get started working on all of this. So what's going to happen here is you want to make sure that this knee joint is bent, so you can take this and pull this all the way out. Make sure it's untabbed from the thigh, and just pull this. Should pull straight out. There we go. Pull that straight out like so. This may pop out. So pull that straight out like that. And what you're going to do here is you're going to rotate this back around, and you're going to just bend the knee up like so. And once you have it to a certain point, you should be able to just drop this right down. You can see these tabs will go into these grooves right in here. So once you get that lined up, that should just drop right down like that. And once you have that going, you want to then just collapse the leg up at this knee joint, and you want it sitting in this orientation. You want to bring the foot up also, and you want it sitting in this exact configuration. That's how you want that looking. If it's slightly off, things are not going to line up. So that's exactly how you want that oriented. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side. So again, just make sure this knee joint is all the way down. Make sure everything's out of the way. So you can pull this out. There we go. This time it worked a lot better for me. So again, rotate this around. Bring this knee, ratchet up, bend it up the opposite way. And down. Again, you can bring that down just to help you out. Line that up, and should just drop right down like so. Then once you've done that, you can just take this and angle it up. Again, you want it sitting roundabouts right there, like that. Again, you want to bring that foot up. Again, roundabouts, that's where you want that. That's how you want that looking there. So again, if it's a little bit off, you're not going to have a good time with the next part. So just have that sitting right there like so. So now that we've done that, we actually need to now plug our cannons back on, because the cannons are going to be integral to this next part of the transformation. So let's bring those back in. Just rotate these and just slide them back down. Just make sure there's no interference here. There we go. Just line that up, and they should just slide right back down like so. Just rotate it out. You can rotate these cannons up. Just bring that out like so. So this hinge, this joint right here, you do want to straighten this out so it's sitting sideways. It's a little hard to do with your bare hands, but there we go. Just straighten that out like so, because if not, things will get in the way of that slot. So have that straight and just drop that down like so. There you go. Just bring that out, rotate that up. There we go. So now what's going to happen is this entire waist assembly is going to come up. You want these red pieces also to sit up. All this is going to come up and come over. And what you want to happen is you have tabs right here that will go into slots right here in the sides of the legs. So that's the first thing you want to line up. So make sure you get everything clear. And there are some things, as always, that will try to get in your way, but just if you have everything sitting just right, and again, you may have to make some little adjustments here to those ratchets, but when you have everything where it should be, these side cannons should just tab right into place. There you go, just like that. So again, you may have to just work with things a little bit here, but once you get it all in place, it should just tab in. And again, you may have to make some adjustments. If you have to make some adjustments, just make them, oops, those are thigh pieces are just falling out. Stay there. So, again, if you have to make some adjustments, just make the adjustments like so, and everything should just drop right into place. Like that. There we go. Just bring those feet down, like that. And once you've done that, these red sections here should just drop right down and tab into place on either side. And the tail will just sit in between the legs like that. And you got that going on. Legs should tab together right here as well. So get that lined up, tab in, and everything should work out for you. There you go. Takes a bit of doing, but it is doable. So there you go. You got all that straightened out, so now we just have to do a couple other little steps. We need to just start plugging some things back on. So we're going to start off with these bits right here that will plug in here. Now, a little bit of transformation you want to do here. You want to take this section, rotate it down, take this bit, bring it out, and rotate it down like that. And then this will plug right back in where it was. So go back into its home. And you're going to flip out these little tabs here. And just this one tab is going to go into the slot right here on the side. So just line that up, bring it in. And this can take a bit of doing. There we go. Like that. That'll tab in right there. And that will sit like that. And do the same thing on the other side. So again, just rotate this bit down, bring this out, rotate it 180, like so. And just plug it in. Plug it into its home. And use those hinges, bring out the tab. And line that up. And there we go. That one dropped right in. So that is all sitting like so. And a couple more finishing touches here. These cannons. Just going to plug in right here. Rotate these red pieces down. Plug that right in. And rotate these red sections down like so. And last couple of steps we need to do here, just involve the head, just rotate these little horns out, and there are these horns on the side that will rotate out and flip up like so. So just swing that up and then bring this up like so. And there you go. There you have Kinglion in combined mode. And to get him back into robot mode, again, we're just going to start removing things because it makes life a lot easier. Just swing these pieces off, rotate those around, and come here and remove these sections here. Pull those out. Rotate this back up, straighten it out, rotate that, like so, put that off to the side. Same thing here, just untab. This one holds in very securely, a little too securely. Plug that out, rotate, rotate, swing that up, like so. So we're going to just flip these little tips of the horns back in, swing that down, back into the head, rotate that down, and swing that back down into the head. These horns here, swing these all the way back, make sure they stay there, and there we go. So now, let's come back here, start undoing all this, these red sections here, just pull these up, come down here, just untab these sections here from the sides of the legs. You can untab the legs from each other if you want, and just swing all of this down like so. Now, if you want to, you can totally undo this, unplug this waist section, rotate around, and just plug that in so that way your waist is not flopping around on you, which I prefer to do. Bring this back here. There you go. Tab that in. There you go. Now you won't have a floppy waist. Like that. So now we can just get the legs transformed back. So just undo this section here. Just lift that up. Straighten the leg out on these joints. So you want to bend the knee down again, like that, so that way you can take this section here and collapse it back up, like that. And then we can straighten all this out, straighten that out, bring that down, and again, you just have the tabs, those grooves here, so just line everything up, and it should just slide right down, if you have everything right. There we go. That'll just snap into place like so. And there you have a leg all done. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Just untap all this. Just straighten things out. Bend that knee so you can take this section here and swing that in. Again, you just got to work with those hinges here. There we go. Swing it in so it's sitting like that. Straighten the leg out. Straighten the leg out. Again, just line everything up so that will just slide right down like so. Straighten that out. And there you have your legs done. You can actually get them standing here. So once we've done that, we're going to rise up. And what we can do here is we can again make our lives a little easier and just rotate these down first. Just bring them all the way in so you can slide them up. Rotate that down. Just swing this in so you can slide that up. Get that out of the way. So now we can untab the paw, bring that down, this section here. But before we do that, we want to raise up the gold section here, slide, just rotate this little retaining piece out of the way so you can swing this out, bring that back like so. Same thing the other side, just untab all this, bring that down, bring that gold piece up, rotate that little retaining piece out to the side here. So you can then take this and rotate that up. Oh, one thing from combine mode, obviously you want to open up these panels here, flip down the combiner port. They're stiff ratchets, so I don't fight them when I don't have to. But once you've done that, we can now get on to some other things here. So you want to undo the backpack. You can undo these arms as well. Just get them out, rotate them down, get them out of your way. Take all this, rotate this down. You can have the room there to operate. Open up this back panel here. You want to rotate the combined mode head around. Get these out of the way, and you just want to, again, it's on a slider, so slide it back. Swing all of that in like so. Battery compartment cover might fall out, but swing that in like so. And once you've done that, slide it forward and close that up right there like that. So once you've done that, you can take all this, rotate it back around, and all of this will tab right back in like so. And then bring out the shoulders, tab those back in like that, and we're almost there. Come here, take these pieces, untab them, bring them down, untab, and bring that down. And now you can take the whole body and collapse that down like so. You want to then take the tail, you want to rotate it 180, and this post will now go into the bottom port right here. So take that and plug that in like so. You can do what you want with the tail, or you can get them straightened out. So now we need to just raise up the lion head, so we can bring this up, rotate it, don't pop it out, just bring it up and rotate it. Pop that back in, plug that back in, there you go. Tab that in like so. Take the arms, bring them out, rotate, open this up, rotate the paw around. Again, just use the hinges there at your disposal. Angle that up, and just swing all this around, like so. There are tabs and slots here for the paw, so just plug that in, like that. Close that back up, and there you have that done. Same thing on the other side. Rotate up the bicep, open that up. Need to rotate this paw around first, like so. Take all this, swing it around, bring out the hand, just collapse that paw up, like so. Tab all of that in, close that up, and straighten him out. And we're pretty much there. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to turn him around, bring these up so we can slide these back in, like so. Rotate that back out, swing that down, bring that up, slide that back in, that, rotate that out, slide it down, like so. And now we're just plugging on all the extraneous bits again. So, shoulder pieces will go on, like so. Just have those hanging however you want. Bring these around, tab it in, again. Have those oriented however you wish. And then take these, and these will plug in behind his head, right into these. So, line it up, plug it in, and line it up and plug it in. Oops, I did not plug that in as securely as I thought I did. There we go. Again, angle that how you want. And there you go. There you have a Kinglion back in robot mode.